Link spurred the horse forward and galloped toward the advancing calamity. He rode his horse closer to the abomination until they arrived within shooting distance. As expected, the beast responded, though it was much faster than he'd anticipated. A menacing pink ball of condensed energy began to form between the tusks. The boar lowered its snout, aiming the ball directly at the oncoming knight. It felt as though gravity was increasing as a weight began to push down on the land, the weight of an enraged power now corrupting even the air around them. Link, feeling the effects, covered his mouth with the crook of his arm as he narrowed his eyes, experiencing a split second of wonder before realizing the scale of the oncoming attack. Jerking violently on the horse's reins, he veered to the side, narrowly avoiding the explosive ray of bright, pure malice that shot from the boar's tusk. He watched the beam of fire incinerating everything in its path, leaving the grasslands scorched and burning with pink flames that turned orange the longer they burned. Link frowned, taking note of the attack as he faced forward on his horse, now riding next to the beast's misshapen side. Looking down at the bow in his hand as he rode, he lifted it up for inspection and frowned. It felt like any other bow, the only difference being that it felt a bit lighter than a swallow bow. Confused, he looked towards the beast's side. Guided by instinct, he placed his legendary sword on his back and raised the bow toward the boar. The moment his fingers tugged the bowstring, a faint light appeared in the bow's center. With a quizzical look, he pulled the bowstring back further. The more he pulled, the brighter the bow would glow. The moment the bow was at a full draw, a bright arrow formed at the ready, radiating mystical energy. The bow no longer felt weightless, and he felt the intense power coursing through his body. He stared down in awe, unable to comprehend the sudden immeasurable power in his grasp. He couldn't help but question how this could possibly only be the light's weakened ability. Despite this, he pushed the ever-growing list of questions to the back of his mind. His eyes moved from the radiant arrow's tip to the side of the beast, which now had glowing targets, revealing several weak spots. He grinned.
I wish you would have told me that.
Adjusting his arm, he aimed the tip of his arrow toward the glowing targets and released. The powerful light shot through the air before piercing the boar's body. The arrow burst apart upon impact, eliciting a grumble of injury from the boar's throat. It began to move its legs, its hooves.